Matt Melzak, Claire Dow back here in the broadcast booth. Joining us from the bench right now is head coach Dan Watson. And Dan, I got to start right there before we get talking about your team coming back, down going to the third period. We got to start with Randy. I called him Crunch Time Gazzola there in the third period because he's got 5 goals. 4 of them are game winners, 3 in overtime. Randy Gazzola.
Yeah, game winner, guys. You know, it's one of those things that he's built for these types of moments. He's been through this so many times and in key situations, whether it was back in his junior days, whether it was at UNB, with us in the playoffs, with obviously Fort Wayne last year. He knows exactly what to do. He's got that poise under pressure, and he's come in clutch for us.
Now, Coach, you guys are now 6-0 when it ends after overtime, at overtime. What makes you so successful in this 3-on-3 format?
Well, to be honest with you, it's about your responsibilities. We do practice it a ton. We do a lot of 3-on-3 work during practice for small area games. I think it's a huge development. These extra points are critical in this league. It doesn't matter whether it's a shootout, whether it's overtime. That extra point, it might not mean much today, but when you look at the standings come March, come April, and you're battling for home ice, you're battling to get into playoffs, that extra point's huge.
Talk about the comeback here tonight, Dan. You're down 2-0. Really, again, struggled to get a lot of offense going early in the game. It changed a bit in the second period, and it really changed in the third.
I'll tell you when it happened, Matt, is Mitchell Hurd, and I know they scored on that power play to make it 2-0, but you could just tell, I think the building came alive at that point. It was a little bit of a sleeper to start. No, there's no doubt about that. But once you got the crowd into it, I think our bench, got nice and loud as well. I thought we grew an extra inch in terms of our physicality and how we wanted to play, and I thought we took over the game from that point on.
To be able to come back and score 3 unanswered goals after a stretch of 4 and 5, what does that say about the resiliency of this team?
Well, we talk about character wins, and we talked about it in Kalamazoo, and the comeback win there is a complete character win, and same thing tonight. And one of the messages we talked about between peers, doing it together as a team, sticking together. We can't play as individuals, play as a team, continue to do the things we were doing towards the last part of the second period, and hopefully if we got one early, want to make sure we took care of the first 5 minutes. We gave up 2 goals the first 5 minutes the periods before. And from there, I think the 13-minute mark, we still didn't have shots. We had some good pressure and time in zone, and I thought from the 13-minute mark on, we dominated the game.
All right, Dan. Well, congratulations on the win. Thanks for the chat, as always, following this one, and we'll talk to you next weekend.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.